Alrighty, so this video is going to be pretty simple. So what I have been reading recently is a book called That Blessed Hope. And what this book is about, it is basically an argument for the pre-tribulation rapture. Which is, as I was beginning my journey with Christ, my walk with Christ, I had, I was Googling a whole lot of stuff, just wanted to see, okay, what are other people saying, just kind of seeking guidance, I guess. And what I came across was the idea that a lot of people, apparently, a lot of Christians, do not believe in the pre-tribulation rapture. They believe that the church, I actually stopped by a Barnes & Noble. I was just started leafing through one book that was there, and they were talking about the three prevailing views, I guess, of the end of days, timeline in general, I guess I should say. And there was the post-tribulation rapture, the mid-tribulation rapture, and the pre-tribulation rapture. And they were making an argument, or I should say they were making a case that there was the pre-tribulation rapture instead of the other two, even though the others were more common, or at least more commonly held beliefs. So, where to begin? So, one of the important points that they bring up in both of these books, I don't remember the name of the other one, but one of the important points that they bring up in these books is the fact that the scriptures tell us that Christ has saved us from the wrath to come. Now, a post-tribulation rapture is essentially saying the church goes through the wrath of God, but the scriptures tell us that Christ has set us aside and saved us from the wrath to come. So that is one part. And at the end of the day, I'm not going to be the best at summarizing this, but I'm going to just kind of continue this with a brief overview of what I have been reading and just I guess you might call it the revised timeline, the greater understanding that I have for, or I should say the hopefully greater understanding that I have of the scripture that from what I have been reading here in this commentary. And it goes, so what's it called? As we appear closer to the end of days, the church is raptured, caught up in the air with the Lord. Then, where was I? 144,000 witnesses, 12,000 from each tribe of Israel, and the two witnesses of Revelation. The persecution of the antichrist, the wrath of God, the seven trumpets and seven plagues, the return of Christ, and the judgment seat. And one of the important things, before I'm about to run out of time on my phone, but one of the important things that was brought up in both of these books is the fact that the church is actually not mentioned it's mentioned at the beginning of Revelation, it's mentioned at the end of Revelation, but that the whole middle section, nobody talks about the church. It talks about Israel specifically, but Israel and the church are very distinct. I'm about to run out of time, so God bless you all, have a great night, and I hope this was helpful.